Welcome to StudentFlowPatterns. StudentFlowPatterns is a software program giving users the opportunity to understand the fundamentals governing the flow of students through a study course. StudentFlowPatterns allows users to analyze flow patterns in a scientific way without dealing with the microdynamics of the flow process. The software enables users to formulate and compare strategies for improving the throughput and cost efficiency of study courses. This software was developed as a practical application of a theoretical study published in 2015 in the South African Journal of Science in the paper referred to below. The software is available as Excel files which can be downloaded from our website. The key benefits of this software are threefold. Firstly, this is the first software program providing a scientific and comprehensive approach for the analysis of flow patterns of students through the course. Secondly, the software program follows a macro approach, which is easy to understand without requiring extensive mathematical background. Thirdly, the software program can run on its own without being connected to the large databases used by post-school institutions for cohort studies and similar types of analyses. The 2015 theoretical study listed 7 essential quantities describing the flow of students through a study course. The two most important quantities are the unduplicated headcount H/N of students enrolled for the study course and the successful module credits S/N accumulated by students to a maximum of 1 credit per student per year. The other 5 quantities define the values of H/N and S/N. These 7 essential quantities can only exist inside the so-called flow triangle in the HS plane. This flow triangle is key to the understanding of student flow patterns. To demonstrate the use of the software, we will now open the Excel file SFP Analysis 4-year courses. It is noted that the information in these Excel files is the intellectual property of the author. By downloading these files, you agree to protect the IP by acknowledging the source of information and not to distribute copies of these files without the written permission of the author. On the Excel page, the text to the left of the flow diagram defines 5 of the essential flow properties and shows boxes with values assigned to them by way of example. The first essential flow property is the graduation rate G, or the percentage G of each annual student intake eventually graduating. A value of 80% has been assigned to G, for example. The second essential flow property is the average number of years J taken by students to graduate. A value of 5 years has been assigned to J with a maximum of 8 years of study allowed. The third essential flow property is the average number of years K for students to drop out of the course. A value of 4 years has been assigned to K. The fourth essential flow property L is the balance between the unutilized module credits U and the failed module credits F not successfully passed by students in a particular year. A maximum of 1 module credits can be accumulated per student per year. To minimize waste of resources, a value of 0.9 has been assigned to L, for example. The fifth essential flow property, R, is the growth in the annual intakes of students. No growth has been assigned for purposes of this example. The size of the first intake can be ignored because it plays no role in the total analysis. N is the average size of the 8 annual intakes of new students. In the flow diagram, these 5 essential flow properties altogether determine the position of the flow configuration Y, fixed by the head counts H over N plotted on the horizontal H-axis, and the successful module credits S over N plotted on the vertical S-axis. These 7 flow quantities all live in the flow triangle XZW and describe the flow of students through a study course. To the right of the flow diagram, you will find information on the head count H of enrolled students, information on the total number of successful module credits S earned by students in a particular year, and information on the full-time equivalent or FTE value V of students enrolled for the study course. H is usually referred to as the nominal size of the study course, S as the academic size of the course reflecting the successful credits accumulated, and V as the effective size of the course, generally used as basis for the resourcing of the study course. The throughput efficiency of the course can be measured and planned by using the fundamental ratio S over H, as well as the 2 indicators cost V per graduate and the pass rate S over V. These efficiency measurements are key to design interventions to improve throughput and cost efficiency. The student flow patterns to be found in the flow triangle display broad characteristics which can be associated with each of the 3 corners of the flow triangle. The collection of student flow patterns Y, located in the top left corner X of the flow triangle, is in general characterized by high graduation rates G, short times to graduate J, and high successful credits ratios S over H. The vertex X of the flow triangle is associated with the perfect throughput system. The collection of student flow patterns Y, located in the top right corner Z of the flow triangle, is in general also characterized by high graduation rates G, but by long times to graduate J, and moderate values of the successful credit ratios S over H. The collection of student flow patterns Y, located in the bottom corner W of the flow triangle, is in general characterized by low graduation rates G and low values of the successful credit ratios S over H. No respectable study course wants to be in this bottom half of the flow triangle. The auxiliary diagram at the bottom of the flow diagram provides very useful information about the distribution of module credits between successful, failed, and unutilized credits of students. The total of these credits always being equal to the head count H for the study course. The FTE value for the study course V is equal to the successful plus failed module credits. A more systematic analysis is required on how student flow patterns Y are influenced by 4 of the essential flow properties J, G, K, and L. We start this process by analyzing the effect of changing the values of J. The horizontal dotted line through Y represents a line where G always has a constant value, which in this case is equal to 80%. The dotted line through W and Y represents a line where J always has a constant value, which in this case is equal to 6. Other values of J produce lines of constant J, as is the case with J equals 5 and J equals 4, which coincides with the side WX of the flow triangle, and J equals 7 and J equals 8, which coincides with the side WZ of the flow triangle. The lines of minimum and maximum values of J therefore form two of the sides of the flow triangle. Analyzing the effect of changing the values of G, we start with the line of constant value of G equals 100%. This line coincides with the top edge XZ of the flow triangle. We now decrease the value of G to 60%. This line is parallel to the top edge XZ of the flow triangle. This diagram shows what happens if G is increased to 80%. The next few diagrams analyze the effect of changes in the values of K. By decreasing the value of K to 3, the flow diagram is skewed to the left. By increasing the value of K to 5, the flow diagram is skewed to the right. This flow diagram also serves as the starting point for the analysis of changes in L, starting from L equals 0.9. This diagram shows the effect of lowering the value of L to 0.5. The auxiliary diagram clearly shows the 50-50% distribution between failed and unutilized module credits. Should you require more detailed assistance in analyzing the flow patterns of students through your course, you could download a request for the drafting of a 3-page report by StudentFlowPatterns. It is trusted that the StudentFlowPatterns software will allow you to fully understand the fundamentals governing the flow of students through a study course, and that you will be in a better position to formulate strategies for improving the throughput and cost efficiency of study courses. Each study course requires a unique intervention determined by the particulars of the flow pattern and the efficiency targets to be achieved. Thank you.